when you say firepower, I think we are looking at it from different concepts. Our own, when we talk about firepower, we talk about the levels of weapons you have, not the quantity. If the red side, the enemy side, have 1,000 AK-47, and the blue side have 500 of AK-47, 300 of general purpose machine gun, 100 of 12.7 mm, that is a high, I'm just graduating it now. Then maybe 50 of rocket-propelled grenade, and then 2 aircrafts. You put all of them together, maybe 1,000 units. You cannot say that they have equal firepower. Not at all. The professionals with their 500 AK-47, they can take out the 1,000 of the red. If you want to rationalize it, the firepower of the blue side that I just analyzed up to aircraft is about 1 in 10. Because one aircraft is enough for 1,000 of them to kill all of them if you put them in one place. If you talk about the 12.7, that one, the range and the effect is about 10 times that of AK-47. If you talk about GPMG, one have capacity 10 times of that AK-47. So, but people, they have come to say, look, firepower. Boko Haram have firepower. This one, they have fire. No. They don't have any firepower comparable to our own at all. These other factors that, has made all these insurgencies to continue to, to strive and being narrowed down by us progressively. So, if you talk about proliferation of arms and ammo, whatever, we at our own level, with our blocking positions, several, you can see me reporting, this person was, the collaborator was captured, we captured this scene from people hiding it under their boots in the northwest, in the northeast. That is the role we are playing. Aside from other security agencies at the border posts. The other day, customs, they intercepted, I think in Niger State, how many pump action and then cartridges at the port the other day. I believe that with the cooperation, collaboration of all the security agencies, the issue of, tracking, and at the same time ensuring that they don't go into the hinterland is there. And we have also established from the information given to us by the coordinating agency that most of these things coming from outside of which it is logical. From Mali, from Libya, where they have been fighting there, and then from Niger, where they find their way in, and then from other sources, like maybe even from the sea, through the sea. And of course, that human beings, they are gun runners. There are people who don't even see gun running, the negative effect on humanity. So that is what I can tell you, that the issue of influx does not really have any effect on their firepower, because they can never get to that level of equating their weaponry. When we talk about firepower, it's weaponry. It is not when they come and fire aimlessly. Sometimes they will look at the rate of fire, rapid. You are firing rapid, you are firing out of fear. It's not fire for effect. And when the people hear that, they say they have firepower. I have seen that when somebody who is not a military personnel. I am a firer. When I go and fire rapid, I'm fooling myself. I will empty my magazine in 2 or 3 minutes. My belt will go and I become exposed. But when the professionals come and they release 1, 2, or 3 shots, not automatic, that is professional fighting. You are making me to train them on the air now. Hi. Journalists now, they ask too many questions. And we will have to be able to manage our talk. So they don't have firepower. They fire for fear. We fire for effect.